So, hey out there guys, it is Thursday. I got like 2 minutes of video of battery on this camera, but it's Thursday, yeah, and I'm done. Done my time at the prison. Yeah, I thought I had to work tomorrow too, but this is it. Here's your 2 checks, thank you very much. So now what? Now I'm free. Now I gotta figure out someplace to go. And I still got some things I need to do to the truck here, so now I gotta watch my money, like what's gonna go on here, but we'll see. It's only Thursday, right? So stay tuned, we'll see what happens along the way. I just got back from a hike. I haven't been hiking in a long time, only because it's been too damn hot. You know, I get off work and it's just too hot. I've been getting lazy too, so anyway, I gotta get back in the swing of things. So stay tuned, we'll see what goes on. I got a quick video here about the little wiring job I did on the truck. It's not completely done, but I made a little progress. Okay, Sunday, I gotta do some work on this truck if I want to go anywhere. As you can see, I drilled the holes through the bumper here to get some more airflow in there. The 2-inch were pretty easy. The 3-inch took a bit of work. That'll work you out. That's one thing. I've got a new LED light bar I want to put up there, but it's not going to be easy mounting it because of the angle of this. The adjusting the brackets on the thing don't adjust that much, so it'd be pointing down at the ground. Can't be easy, can it? I've got my lights all wired. Well, they're not wired, but I got the cable all run nice and neat. I found these little stick-on deals here to zip tie to. That works out pretty cool. Don't need to make any holes, you know. It's got that 3M stuff on there. I'll run them through inside there, and from inside there I need to run power. I need to run a nice big cable back to the battery, and then I'll put my fuse blocks in there. Let's see if that happens today. This temporary antenna is going to go for the CB because I got my new one that I'm going to mount there, but that's not the right mount. I just put that on there screwing around. That's for the Wilson 1000. I had to get a special mount for the Sirio. Sirio? Yeah, for the Sirio antenna. Which was a little learning experience there. So I finally got my antenna parts together. So like this is the Wilson 1000 for my Tacoma. And I figured I'd try another antenna, so I was going to go with the Sirio Turbo 5000. It's got a lot of good reviews. I better not throw that bag away because it still has little parts in it, but yeah. Large coil on the bottom. It's got an adjustable base. It's got 2 set screws on here to tune it. You need to tune these antennas. Pretty heavy. My problem is finding the mount for this thing. I was looking all over. I bought the antenna, and then I bought a cable, a heavy-duty coax cable with the coax connectors on each end, because I wanted to mount this antenna and just screw in the connector, right? Could not find the correct connector anywhere for that. I saw one online, and I contacted Sirio all the way in Italy, and I asked them about one of these. See that? Let's see here. Because I saw this in their catalog. See? The antenna screws on the top. This goes through your light bar. It's got a nut, tighten it up. And then it's got a connector on the bottom. See that? They said this wouldn't work, and I'm like, I could not explain to them, or they could not explain to me why it wouldn't work, so I ordered one anyway. Anyway, try to find one of these in the United States. I could not find one in the United States. I had to order this from from England. Yeah, I figured, all right, it came in the other day, and check it out, it don't fit a coax. It's a different antenna connector on the bottom. Back online again, I found this mount from Sirio. See that? See that Sirio? Yeah. This comes with a mount and the cable already attached. See? And you screw that off. Yeah, your antenna screws on there. You pop that through the hole. Probably gonna have to scrape some paint off the light bar to get a good ground, but that's got a ground onto your light bar. Then you put that on and put that on. And there you go. And then the antenna screws on top of that, see? There's a couple other little fittings for this, like a washer and stuff, but you get the idea? You get the gist? And then, what I'm also going to run on there is the ground plane kit. This is a ground plane kit. You can find these on Amazon. This screws onto the base like that. And then my antenna will screw on top of that. Get it? Get it? So that's what I'm up to. I don't know why it has to be so hot. Jeez Louise, never fails. Oh, I'm also going to run my power to the truck, to the back of the camper shell back there. And for that, I ran a conduit from the battery down under the frame. And you see that blue thing there? Yeah. Over, tucked up high underneath the bed, across the other side, over the heat shield for the muffler, because you don't want the thing to melt. And now I gotta see if I can pull the wire through down to here, and then get it up through the bed, and then into the camper shell there with my other wires. See, there's the wires to the lights. And then mount my fuse block in there, but I gotta find the fuse block. I've had those parts sitting around here for about a year now, and now I can't find it. Guys, this is not fun. This is like 3 hours later. Now, I didn't have enough red, so I had to use the black. No problem there. All you gotta do is get some red electrical tape to identify it as a positive, right? Yeah, okay, so another issue I had was getting this cable through this little duct. It was a tight fit. Oops. I got it halfway through and it got stuck. Had to start all over again. I cut that conduit in half and then ran half and then had to run the other half and then I had it feed it all through the frame again. Oh, that was a pain in the ass. So, in this way I did it a little different, made it a little easier. See, instead of crossing way back there over the muffler and all that and the heat shield, I had to feed it up through the bed and all that. I said, hey, look at this cross number here is hollow. Just feed it through there. Safe under here. It's protected by that tube. You know, clears the muffler or tailpipe over there. It goes out the other side. A lot simpler. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put a circuit breaker on this. Probably like a 100 amp circuit breaker with a disconnect switch. Because I don't need power going all the way to the back of the truck all the time. Only when I'm on the trail, right? Oh, yeah, so there it is right there. Right up over, up to here. Put a hole in the bed there on the inside of the bed and another plastic or PVC, I think those are strain reliefs. So it's not touching any metal. It's insulated by that plastic nipple that goes through there. In the back of the truck, my head. There it is right there. See? Comes up, runs up into here. This is the shelf inside the shell there. And I got another stranger leaf in there. This is coming from the cab. The lights, the wires to the lights. So I'm going to leave this like this for right now, because I may buy another battery and run a dual batteries. I think man, if I can get kind of a small deep cycle battery to fit right here, I don't know. Be nice. We'll see. That's one thing you might want to have if you go off-roading, an extra battery, or at least one of those jump starter things. Because if you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's no one else around, and you got a dead battery, good luck. I've got one of those cheap little jump starters from Harbor Freight. I personally haven't needed it. I've been lucky. The time I did have a dead battery, I was by the highway and some RVers had pulled over just, you know, in the nick of time there. And they were doing something to their vehicles, and I was able to get a jump from them. Yeah. But if I was out in the middle of nowhere, I would have been out of luck. So this is what it looks like inside. Now these wires here got to go to my fuse block and the ground. This wire here needs to go to the fuse block. But I can't find the fuse block. I don't know what I did with them. I bought electrical parts to rewire my Bronco lights, and then I brought the same thing, and I was going to do that to the Tacoma. Rewire those lights, but at the time I started thinking about it, I go, that truck's already 8 years old. If I'm going to do all that, why not buy a new truck? And there you have it. There you have it. What are we going on, 9 months now with this truck? So I still got to do the antenna. I think I'm going to do the antenna now. Put this on hold for now. Just kind of stuff it in here somewhere. See how this is really neat, I think, the way Chevy does all their electrical in here. Okay, let's try this again. I had to get my ladder so I could see up in here. There's a little snap. You can open it. Yeah. So yeah, there's your battery, and then it's got this little distribution block here, and it's got circuit breakers on there. So our fuses, it's got a 300 ampere here. It's got like a bus bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, with 100 amp breakers on them, I guess. There's a 250 amp breaker. And then like the 250 ampere goes over here to the main fuse box. Let's see, remember how to open this stuff. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, and there, see, there's your relays and fuses. Kind of cool. Got your little fuse tool over here. This is the tool for pulling these out. Oh, you dumb gal. Oh. And on the back side of the cover here is a list or a chart showing what the fuses are for. It's another little distribution thingy here. See that? With another 200 ampere fuse on it. So that went in pretty easy. The only problem is I still have to run the cable into the cab. Oh, there you go. Isn't that nice? And the nice thing about this antenna, it folds down. If I need to, you just loosen this, and it's got a hinge here, fold it down, and it's out of the way. Pretty big antenna. Tall, you know?